Hello everybody and welcome back to more of the Agent series. Almost said Inquisitor series because we were doing that one for so freaking long, but now we're in the Agent series where we're continuing on with the story. We basically just went and infiltrated Nemro's little hut cartel thing that he has going on here. Basically, long story short, I'm posing as a guy named the Red Blade, and I'm trying to get in good with Nemro. That way I can get him to supply the Empire with stims and adrenals that we really need in order to win the war. And it's kind of a weird thing, the stims and adrenals. It almost sounds like drug-like. And to some degree it is, but you can think of the stims as like the stim packs in StarCraft, that the Marines use. It's that kind of thing. It gives them an extra edge while in combat. And it's the same thing in Star Wars. It's the same concept. So we're trying to get Nemro to supply us with those adrenals and stims so the Empire can win.
Well done, Agent. The listening device is working perfectly, and Nemro can keep no more secrets from us. Imperial Intelligence has determined that Nemro's human lieutenant, Carlos Jarvis, is the weak link in his operation. You're going to twist the man until he serves us.
I don't see it. He didn't seem particularly disloyal.
Carlos has advised the Hutt for many years, and he's sympathetic towards the Empire. He admires our efficiency, and he prefers humans in authority. He'll do for our purposes. Unfortunately, Carroll's is on the verge of disfavor with Nemro, while the Twi'lek Lieutenant Taflajan, I believe, is Nemro's rising star. I want you to go to Carroll's and offer your services as the Red Blade. Do whatever is required to bring Carroll's glory in Nemro's eyes.
What does Nemro have against Carroll's?
Carroll's work has been suffering due to the interference of the Fothra clan. Nemro finds that an unacceptable excuse for failure. One other thing, Agent. This operation of ours has drawn the attention of a member of the Dark Council, Darth Jadus himself. The Council's authority is second only to that of the Emperor. It's a rare honor for an intelligence operation to be overseen in this way.
We don't need the oversight of Sith to do our job.
Watch what you say. We answer to the Sith whether you feel we need them or not. Report back once you've rendered whatever aid Carroll's requires. Keep her out.
Yeah, we're going to learn a lot about my agent's backstory and the reason why he doesn't even like the Sith. Like, the Sith getting involved in this whole operation probably isn't good to begin with, but he especially doesn't like the Sith or the Jedi, and we'll talk about that, and we'll really get into details this weekend on that, including a little short story, but you'll hear more about that later.
Don't be in such a hurry, Blade. Don't you remember me? Your old buddy, Dino Ray? Now, you haven't aged well since we met up on Hoth. Your nose and your skin. But you couldn't be an imposter. You know your friend Dino.
Of course I remember you, Dino. How long's it been?
Little too long, it seems. Turns out we got a problem. You see, you don't look like the Blade I know. The Blade who owes me credits. But you say you're the Blade, so I'll take you at your word and ask for my money. You understand?
Back off, Dino. Don't make me hurt you.
Right. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't know where the real Blade is, and I don't care. But if you want me to keep your secret, I'll need enough credits to keep me comfortable.
You're bluffing. You wouldn't dare say anything.
You think? Well, you're right. Talking does make things complicated. But if I kill you before you can run back to Nemro, I bet I can figure the scam you're pulling. And the Hutt'll pay me nicely.
Unfortunately for him, my character, as an agent, is well trained, so not only is he going to whoop his butt, but he also doesn't leave any dead ends, no pun intended, simply because he doesn't want his cover broken, and he'll never get his cover broken.
Blade, come on over. Glad to see you're enjoying the palace. Look, I've only got 5 minutes before I have to go meet with some alien freaks, and I want to ask you something. You've been around the galaxy a few times. What's it like dealing with the Empire?
Mind if I ask why you want to know?
You're one of the last real independents. I admire you for that, but your kind is dying out. The Hutts have taken control of the gangs, and I think real soon the Republic and Empire will want control of the Hutts. even if Nemro won't believe it. So, if we gotta pick a side, I want to pick a winner, and I don't see the Empire losing.
Like it or not, the Empire does seem to be the future.
I hope so, and not just because of business either. My sons are free traders. They're doing business in the Sullus system. It's their first time dealing with the Empire, so I worry. I probably shouldn't. But you came to me for a reason. What can I do for you, Blade?
Word is you're on the outs with your boss. Is it true?
Nemro's been stewing in his slime since we lost a shipment of rare ores in the Evokai lands. He blames me for some reason. Now the Evokai, they're Hutta natives from before the cartel came. They mostly want us dead. If you get that shipment back, I'll pay you good.
Alright, I'm interested.
And maybe we both come out ahead. There's a work camp outside Jaguna. Nemro set it up for some Evokai who wanted peace. Bad deal, poor rubes. The chief there, Odef, was supposed to talk to the other Evokai tribes about returning the ore, but he didn't come through. He knows something, though. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment to keep. But I look forward to seeing if the Red Blade's as good as they say.
So he seems like a really nice guy. I really like Carol's. He's one of those guys that just seems very genuine. Even though he's not necessarily in the most legitimate of businesses, he is a very, very cool guy, and I'm going to be happy to call him a friend.
You said you were going to get the ore back.
I have done all I can. They, the other tribes, will not listen.
If you say so. Hey, you the Red Blade? Heard you were coming. Thought we'd soften up the chief for you.
Carol sent me. I'll take it from here.
It's all yours.
I am Odef of the Evokai, leader of the Foam, sacred keeper of histories. I greet you in peace, and I am grateful.
Are you alright? Do you need a doctor?
No, thank you, but no. You've come about the ores, I think. I swear it was one of the other tribes who attacked your shipment. Evokai who refused peace. In gratitude to Nemro for all he has done, I spoke to my misguided brothers, but they will not return Nemro's medals.
They won't even negotiate?
The tribes, they stole the shipment to spite the Hutts, and to use for themselves. They will make weapons, machines. They took the metals to their great village in the swamps. Only a beast or a shadow can enter. Seek the shipment there if you wish.
Thank you, you've been a great help.
I only do my part. I only want peace.
We call that HK51, but look, don't mind him being there. I really have no story for him being a part of the, the background there. In fact, he's not necessarily supposed to even be here on this story, but I needed him to level with. I could have put him out on that one, but I just, I guess I forgot, and when I went back to do it again, I don't think I remembered to actually do that and fix it. However, I needed to briefly talk about handling that situation with the Evokai there. I just think that not always do you have to resort to violence to get information. You can reason with people.
Slow down, Blade. Stay with me a while. We haven't had the chance to talk. I'm Koliya. Nemro puts me in charge of the good stuff. His guns, his troops, the safety of his little palace. You can spare some time for me, right?
Who am I to say no to a woman like you?
Good answer. People who say no are never very interesting. You've got a nasty reputation, you know. I hear you went and murdered poor Dino Ray right on this spot. What was that about, Blade?
Dino and I go way back. He had it coming.
It's too bad. He had a pretty face before you messed with it. Me, I'm betting you and Dino had something else going on. You had a reason for coming to Nemro's house. Maybe money, maybe power. I like to think you'll be trouble, Blade. You'll be bloodthirsty, treacherous. Because I could enjoy keeping an eye on a bloodthirsty, treacherous pirate.
Well, I could enjoy being watched.
Maybe we'll get along after all. If you are trouble, take your time. I'd hate to stick a blaster to your head, or a slave collar around your neck, before I've seen everything you can do. That's all I wanted to say. You can go now.
Watch your back, Koliya.
I'll watch yours. You can watch mine.
I should also point out that seduction is another key tool for all of the Imperial agents to be able to use.
Fathra will not stop his mining operations. He's going to keep tapping our gas pocket and cut our supply in half.
O kakiza spida perupa, kadwa shiniko higa danulia.
Don't play dumb with me, Taflajan. Fathra doesn't need to steal our customers if he doesn't leave us any gas to sell, and we can't uproot him without help.
Punyu kichawa joto jamba.
Idiot. Sorry about Taflajan, Blade. Legitimate business brings out the worst in us. Makes me miss actual crime, you know? But it looks like you're about to brighten my day. You find the shipment?
If you have my money, I've got your shipment.
You sound like my kids. The fee's been transferred to your account. You'll have access by the time you're back at your apartments. You earned every credit. I'd buy you a drink in the cantina, but I need to have a chat with Nemro. We should talk more another time, though. You do good work.
I appreciate it, Carols. Good luck with the hut.
Right. I'll need it.
I mean, with everything going on, this whole operation they have is actually fairly small compared to what you'll be, I guess, accessing later on with Nar Shaddaa and stuff like that. In fact, the whole plot explodes fairly quickly and becomes really huge, but we'll get to that. Hutta is just the very beginning.
The operation is proceeding well, Agent. Thanks to your intervention, Carol's Jarvis will once again have Nemro's ear. I took note of your meeting with Nemro Security Chief Koliya. You handled yourself well. Still be on your guard. We've identified her as a freelance assassin, enforcer, and anarchist. She's been attached to a dozen employers in half as many years, using several different aliases.
Killing her wouldn't be any trouble. I can lure her somewhere isolated.
She's a wild card. She may prove a liability, but she could also prove very useful. Watch her. On to more immediate concerns. Nemro operates a major Shvash gas mine on Hutta. The Empire wants access to Nemro's refined gas. Unfortunately, Fathra is tapping the same gas pocket as Nemro. We need to destroy Fathra's operations in the rust yards before Nemro's grinds to a halt.
You don't know how long I've been waiting to blow something up.
Then you may enjoy this. You will travel to Fathra's mining facility and place explosives in the drill shaft, destroying the equipment and collapsing part of the gas pocket. You'll need to strip a uniform and credentials off the facility guards to pass the final security checkpoint. A working disguise is imperative.
Should be straightforward.
Your disguise may not hold up under close inspection, so avoid conversation. The explosives have already been delivered to your room. Once you're finished, go back to Carol's Jarvis and make sure he knows what happened. Take the credit if you like.
I'll be back soon.
One more thing, Agent. Darth Jadis pays increasing attention to your work. He will reward success or failure appropriately, and I will not intervene. Report back after you've destroyed the mine and inform Carols of the results. Keep her out.
Once again, my character doesn't really like the Sith putting their attention on his operation here. In fact, he'd rather them not at all. But you'll learn very soon why he hates the Sith and the Jedi and why he despises them interfering with his operations.